Each Sunday, we profess, we make our own the faith of the Church. Among other things, we profess our belief that Jesus is truly the Son of God and the Son of Mary, and that Jesus suffered, died, and rose from the dead for us and for our salvation. We also express our belief in the resurrection of the dead, that we who will one day die will also rise from the dead, so as to share body and soul in the glory of God. But dying and rising aren't realities that are reserved just for the end of our lives or for the end of history. Dying and rising are present realities in our lives as disciples of Christ and as members of his church. By baptism, we were inserted into the death and resurrection of Christ so that we could die to sin and live the new life of grace that Jesus won for us by his paschal mystery, that is to say, by his saving death and blessed resurrection. As a result, our lives are a whole series of deaths and resurrections. Deaths and resurrections that take place in the midst of life's setbacks and triumphs, as we strive in God's grace to put to death our mortal nature with its sinful inclinations, so that the glory of Jesus' self-giving love might rise up in us and shine through us onto a darkened world. In today's gospel, Jesus raises his friend Lazarus from the dead. He calls him forth from the tomb and orders him to be freed from his burial wrappings. In these days, we are being called forth to make undreamt of sacrifices, indeed, to die to ourselves. As we do so, let us ask Jesus to raise us up in holiness of life, just as once he raised his friend Lazarus from the dead. May God bless us and keep us always in his love.